Have you ever poured hours into a perfect plan only for something unexpected to happen? A sudden deadline shift, several days with illness, or maybe your brilliant idea just fizzled out? Yeah, I have been there, and maybe you have too. It's frustrating, really. We spend so much time crafting detailed roadmaps only to feel like failures when things don't go according to plan. But what if I told you that expecting your plan to fail isn't just normal, it's actually your secret weapon for achieving more and faster? This is precisely what we explore in the Achievement Playbook, my video series that guides you from being overwhelmed to becoming accomplished. Last video was about the breakdown method, where we broke down your goals into manageable parts. And today, we build on that with a powerful principle used in the world's most innovative companies: fail fast. Despite the name, this isn't about giving up. It's about how to use mistakes, unexpected hiccups, and constant feedback to stop wasting time, adapt quickly, and ultimately succeed faster. In my last video, we talked about the breakdown method, turning big goals into manageable sub-goals, tasks, and subtasks. If you haven't seen that, link is in the description. But here's the thing. Even the most perfectly broken down plan is still just a plan. Things happen, and your plan needs to be a living, breathing document. So how do you keep your plans functional even when things happen? Let's get into it. The first step to mastering a fail-fast mentality is to accept the fundamental truth. Your plan will fail, or rather, it will evolve. Think of it not as a rigid blueprint, but as a hypothesis. You're guessing how things will go, and then you test that guess against reality. This isn't pessimism, it's pragmatism. When you expect detours, you build resilience and adaptability into your process. You expect to be surprised and build that into your plan. Let me give you a personal example. During my PhD, my meticulously planned timeline often went out the window. I had a clear sequence for my articles, but suddenly data collection was delayed, a collaborator got sick, or a journal changed its submission guidelines. Had I stuck to my regional plan, I would have faced significant setbacks, fallen far behind schedule, and then I'd been overwhelmed. Instead, I learned to pivot, to reprioritize, and to find new ways forward. This isn't just for academics. Imagine you are a young professional launching a new marketing campaign. You spend weeks perfecting it, but the moment you launch, the target audience reacts completely differently than expected. Or as a student, you planned out every study session for a major exam. Then suddenly a group project demands all your attention for a week. The fixed mindset here would be to get stressed, blame external factors, or even give up. But what if you saw these failures as invaluable feedback? This brings us to fail fast. It's a core principle from software development and agile project management, and it's incredibly powerful for personal productivity too. Despite the name, it doesn't mean failing spectacularly and giving up. It means test quickly, get feedback early and often, learn from what doesn't work, adapt or pivot before you've invested too much time, money, or effort in the wrong direction. As we dive deeper into how to implement fail fast, I want you to start thinking, what part of your plan are you most rigidly sticking to? And how could you imagine testing it on a smaller scale now? Keep that thought in mind as we continue. The benefits to the fail fast are: it saves you a lot of time in the end, and also the quality of the output will be so much better. Think of it this way. In traditional development, you might spend years building a massive product only to find out at the very end that users don't want it. That's a huge waste. Fail fast says, build a tiny rough version, a minimum viable product. Put it out there. Get feedback in days or weeks, not years, and then adjust. For your personal goals, this means don't wait for your whole plan for the Roman holiday to be perfect before checking if your travel companions even want to go to Rome. Don't build your entire side hustle business before checking if anyone wants your service. Don't study a topic for weeks if there's a simpler way to test your understanding early on. It's about reducing risk, staying agile, and ensuring that every next step you take is informed by real-world data, not just assumptions. If you're finding this concept valuable so far, please take a quick second to hit that like button. It really helps this video reach more people. And if you want more practical productivity insights, consider subscribing to the channel. So how do you actually get this valuable feedback for your personal projects and goals? Self-reflection. This is where your journaling comes in. Regularly ask yourself, what's working, what's not? Why did this go off track? What did I learn? Documenting these insights in your journal is a powerful feedback loop for yourself. Ask others. Don't be afraid to ask for honest opinions. If you're writing a presentation, show a rough draft to a trusted colleague or friend. If you're trying a new study technique, ask classmates how they approach similar problems. This isn't about seeking approval. It's about getting external perspectives. Small test launches. This is the core of fail fast, instead of doing everything perfectly the first time. For a project, you could share a rough draft, a prototype, adjust the outline of your idea. For a new habit, try for just 3 days instead of committing to 30 days. For learning a skill, practice a core concept immediately. Don't wait until you've read the entire textbook. Once you have feedback, the key is to act on it. This means being willing to pivot, change direction entirely if the feedback shows you're way off track. Make small improvements and try again. This is a continuous cycle of plan, do, check, act. Cut your losses. Sometimes the feedback might tell you that an idea isn't viable at all. It's better to abandon it early and move on to something more promising than to keep pouring effort into a dead end. Feedback isn't criticism. It's data. It's information that helps you refine your hypothesis. That is your plan, and get closer to your desired outcome. Let's quickly revisit our Rome trip example from the last video. You've planned your itinerary using the breakdown method. What happens if your flight is suddenly delayed or your luggage gets lost? A fixed plan would lead to panic, but with a fail-fast mindset, you can quickly adapt. Test. Did your backup plan for getting from the airport work? No. Feedback. The taxi line is too long or the bus schedule changed. Adjust. Okay. New plan. Find the nearest metro station or quickly research ride-sharing options. Learn. Next time, always have a plan B for airport transfers and pack a small emergency kit in your carry-on in case luggage is delayed. This immediate learning and adaptation prevents a minor setback from derailing your entire trip. It applies to anything: learning a new skill, starting a project, or even trying a new habit. Test small, learn big. So your plan will fail, and that's fantastic news. It means you have endless opportunities to learn, adapt, and refine your path to success. Embracing fail fast isn't about being perfect. It's about being incredibly effective and resilient. Your challenge for this week: take one small step forward with a plan you have, whether it's a work task, a personal habit, or a new project. Build a minimum viable product or do a small test launch of an idea. Pay close attention to what doesn't go according to plan and what you learn from it. I'd love to know in the comments below. What little experiment will you try and what do you expect to learn from it? Thanks for watching. Don't just plan perfectly, plan to adapt perfectly. When you do, that's how you truly build your momentum.